All right, y'all. Okay, let's make sure y'all can hear me. Hey, you guys, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so we're going to be getting into some of what's going on with this whole PD. You guys make sure you like as you come in, and let's just get into it. We're not gonna hold back. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I've been following the case. Your girl got a job too, so I have to be back and forth with both things. But we're gonna be getting into some of the case, and I'm gonna be sharing my thoughts and opinions. And you guys, you could do the same in the comment section, and we're gonna get into it because this is a whole. I really can't even lie. I'm shocked at how much stuff this girl endured in this whole relationship. And some people are saying Cassie is not, as innocent as she appears to be. But here nor there, guys, we're here. Okay. We're here. All right. So, yeah. All right. So there's this person on, I believe it's Twitter. It's a press. It's called Inner City Press, and that's where a lot of information has been coming out about, literally about the whole cross the fence of. So if you guys have been following the story, Cassie is P Diddy's longtime ex girlfriend. Let me give you a general picture of who Cassie is. We all should know who Cassie is by now, right? Um, You've been seeing her face around for a minute, but I'm gonna just add, the picture up here so you guys can see who Cassie is. She was a very, very, very pretty girl. Very pretty girl. Um, okay. Yeah, let's get that over there. So that's Cassie, y'all. Okay. That's Cassie with P. Diddy. And this is who is testifying against him. Got a couple of images of her. She's a very pretty girl. So to see that she actually, was so torn by this man, very sad. So yeah. All right. So let's. All right. So we're gonna go on over to Interpress because Interpress has been where a lot of the information has been popping off. I'm sorry for the background noise, y'all. I am literally trying to work this whole thing out and figure out how this all works. Okay. So we're going to go on over to Impress. Let me share my screen again so you guys can see exactly what I'm seeing. This whole situation is very sad. Very, 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 very sad. Let's do copy this here. Okay, I'm just going to share. Share. Is that it? Okay, yeah. All right. Hey, you guys, as you come in, make sure you guys are hitting the subscribe button, the like button. Okay, so this is where a lot of information has been coming in about what's going on in the courtroom. I'm sharing it with you guys because I want to make sure that I'm transparent on where I'm actually citing my sources at. So Inner City Press is someone who actually goes and update exactly what's going on in the courtroom, word by word, verbatim by verbatim. I'm going to scroll down a little bit because I haven't been able to actually get online till now. So I'm going to scroll down. Okay. And I'm going to see. Let's see. Let's follow this guy and let's give him his points. Let's give him his just due. All right. All right. So let's start at the bottom, guys, because this is some crazy, crazy stuff. We're going to go down to, let's see, it looks like it starts about right here. All right. So right now, this is cross-examination, guys. This is Diddy's defense team cross-examining Cassie. So we're going to get into what some of the things that, now I might be but I'm going to straighten it out. So Combs defense team, Estevio, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that wrong or pronouncing that right. Estevia and Ventura is Cassie. We know that already. We've established that. Just trying to be the accurate, the startup, the gist of it. All right. So right here it says this is Combs' attorneys, Diddy's attorney, Stevia. He said, I wanted to see how did you reply. Hold on. And Cassie says, I can't wait either. Stevia, you wrote, I feel like I want to F right now. Cassie, that's what it says. It's Stevia. Mr. Combs says, I'm so horny, I can't concentrate. What do you say? So, I'm sure we're missing a little bit of context. So, let's see where it began. Maybe it's at the top. Okay, there is so much to this case. I mean, okay, so this was at 10:48 a.m. Okay. Oh, he's pinned that, so that's a pinned comment. 1 minute, 1 hour. The United States, Sean Combs, May 15th. Cassie Ventura, cross-examination begins. Okay, that was an hour ago. Then it goes to, let's see, cross-examination. Okay, great. 10:48, they're back. Judge, Mr. Stevio, you may proceed. Okay, this is where it starts, guys. So, Mr. Stevio, you may proceed. This is Diddy's attorney. The judge is letting him know you can proceed to cross-exam. Stevia, Miss Ventura, this is from Mr. Combs to you. You responded with an extremely explicit message, right? Cassie, yes. Estevio, this is 2 days after the planning of a freak off, right? So he said, this is 2 days after the planning of a freak off, right? Yes. Combs' lawyer says, he said, I want to see you. How did you reply? Cassie says, I can't wait either. Diddy's attorney, you wrote, I feel like I want to F right now. Okay, so we just, Cassie said, that's what it says. Attorney is Stevia. I'm horny. I can't concentrate. What do you say? Okay. And it stops right there. All right, this is another one. I'm going to be on this every day so I can kind of understand what's going on here. And you guys got to bear with me. So we're going to read bits and pieces of it because this just came in a minute later. Cassie says that I'll go to Dunya Reed for candles and then set up the room. So she's going to go out and get the room, the candles to set up the freak off. Okay. Combs' attorney says, did you understand that he was going to take another video of you? And the prosecutors object, speculation. The judge says that Estevia, Diddy's attorney, can move on, meaning will not be, she won't have to answer that. Estevia, you asked, any pills on you? Yes. So she's asking for drugs. It looks like they're trying to establish that she actually went out and bought, I guess, like items, and she set up the scene of the room for these OFs. So that's really interesting to know. All right. So let's move along a little bit because I kind of want to see what people are saying online. Let's see where we can get some more Diddy information. You know what's really odd? And honestly, I get what they're trying to do with this whole scenario as far as setting the stage of Rico, but it's taking so long. Okay. Judge abruptly calls for a recess as explicit messages are shown. This has just happened. Breaking news, y'all. Literally 21 minutes ago. Okay, so, all right, so let's abruptly calls for recess as explicit messages are shown. So let me see what this is. I pronounce this judge name, and I'm not going to even try. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so the judge abruptly called for court to go into a 10-minute recess after Cassie Ventura could be seen whimpering to him. After Cassie could be seen whispering to him. Wait, I missed something. The sudden recess came just as Combs' attorneys were showing the court explicit emails and text messages between her. I don't want to show this video. Between Combs from 2009. And it's graphic for Cassie to drew an objection from the prosecutors sustained. Messages appear to be on behalf of Mr. Combs' attorneys to undermine Ventura's repeated claims that she did not want to participate in FOS. Okay, so it seems like that the Diddy's team trying to fast one, trying to bring in some, looks like they're trying to bring in some evidence, and the prosecutors are like, no, hold on, wait a minute. Because remember, their whole thing today is to actually drill Cassie about her consenting to do the OLs. They have to literally convince the jurors that this was not something that was forced. This was something that was consensual. And that's what they bring home, or that's what they're going to try to do. And my whole thing is, yes, she was young. She was 22. And I on both sides. I try not to be biased, but this is just a hard question. How are y'all doing in the chat? Hey, y'all. Okay, so remember, I come back and I see all the comments, and I will answer some questions in the comments if I know what's going on. So this is Lord at 9:41. Okay, so they don't have any updates on that. Let me see where I can actually find some updates on this case. Give me a second, y'all. All right. Let me go, because there are some places you can find updates on the Diddy trial, and I kind of want to go back a little bit and see. And see where we can get some more information at. The New York Post, of course, that's great. They always update. Let's click there. These images that they have of Diddy is wild. I'm not gonna lie. They are crazy. Okay. They are crazy. They are crazy. Okay, let me see. Sometimes tries me. What's going on? Hold on, guys. I hope it's streaming okay. Okay. Issues over here. My screen you. It's insane. In my background, okay? Okay. That's really crazy. All right. So, okay, let's move on, y'all. I don't know what's going on over here on my side, but I'm going to share my screen. So let's read this. And okay, that's New York Post. City came out with information. Again. Oh, Lord. Okay. Let's see. Has it posted anything? Okay, we got something else, guys. Okay, let's go back. 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 Okay. Maybe I wasn't getting the full story. Okay, let's go down. This is happening. This is happening. Okay. I want to go down as far as I can to see what's going on. Okay, so all right, let's start here. The judge. Okay, so let's start here. Wow. I do not understand Twitter. Can somebody tell me, do you read Twitter tweets from the bottom to the top? Okay, U.S. versus Casey. Okay, we got that already. Diddy attorney asks Cassie, what pills were you taking then? Cassie says opiates. Opiates. Okay. Which is strong medicine. It's literally almost close to like heroin at this point because opiates are very, very strong narcotics. Diddy's attorney Estevio says, you deleted videos on your devices, right? Yes. Steve says, what did you write? I need to feel this. This is my husband, the only one who will see this side of me. Let's see what they're talking about. Diddy's attorney said, were you afraid that Mr. Combs was only seeing you for sex in this way? Cassie said, that was a concern. Diddy's attorney said, you still were not public in your relationship with him. Cassie said, correct. Diddy's attorney says, were the OFs important? Cassie says, integral to us. Integral to us, okay? Let's go down. Before the cross-examinations, Cassie's lawyer I said, I have a right to be a part of the meet and conference, I guess, about which evidence she can be questioned about. She is the only victim witness that has standing rule 412. The judge says we have to move forward. The judge also says other issues, Mr. Slavic, and that is the prosecution. Other issues, Mr. Slavic, towards the prosecution. The prosecution said, as we noted in our emails to the court earlier this morning, no, the judicial documents are not being in the public documents. Judge, we might set aside from Mr. Estevio, well, Diddy's attorney. I cannot pronounce that, guys. Don't judge me. We might get aside Diddy's attorney, who will cross Cassie. That's it, not an issue. Okay, let's see if we can get. Let's refresh. Probably wasn't something. I don't know what they're doing outside my freaking door. Okay. Okay. Okay, so there's no updates on that. All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Let's refresh, guys. I'm on this page. All right. So we got some updates. Okay, so hey, all right. Okay, so some new updates 3 minutes ago, guys. It says Diddy's attorney says, "Who was at your 21st birthday party in Las Vegas?" Cassie says, "Britney Spears, Dallas, Austin." Diddy's attorney says, "How did you get them there?" Cassie says, "They came from Sean Diddy." Diddy's attorney asked her, "You're very beautiful." Cassie says, "Thank you." Diddy's attorney says, "It's true." This is crazy. Okay, so they're dropping some names in here, y'all. Okay, so Britney Spears, I ain't gonna lie. When I think about this whole case of things, this definitely gives Britney Spears vibes too. So, because Britney's been doing some weird crap, but we're gonna talk about that in another video. All right, so also, Diddy's attorney say, "Were you afraid Mr. Combs was only seeing you for sex and?" Yeah. You know what's so crazy? It's almost like P Diddy, Puff Daddy, Love. He had this charming aura over her that she just was gushing about. All right, so we got an update. Okay, we got an update, guys. Let's see what this says. The judge said, I thought we were going to take this off the plate. Combs, I was trying to keep trying. Okay, so let's go back up. All right, so it says, um, Combs attorney asks, "Who is Tony Mottola?" Sound like a mafia name. "Who is Tony Mottola?" Cassie says, "A well-known producer." Diddy's attorney says, "Were you an up-and-coming star?" Cassie said, "I guess you could say that." Diddy's attorney asked us, "After you signed with Bad Boys, things were still platonic." Cassie says, "Yes." Let's see. That's it. Any more updates? So you know what's really interesting though? They said that they was going to have a surprise witness, and I'm still trying to piece together who that can be because there's been a lot of names being dropped. I mean, I know Jonathan Audie, one of the escorts that was participating in the FOS, he's going to be a witness. But they also have a surprise star witness that they're actually going to present. And I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if it was Britney Spears. Britney Spears will give it up. Definitely give it up on the stand. So, hold on. Oh, I didn't read this one. Okay, so let's see. Combs attorney says you had a rough performance. Cassie says 106 in Park. It did not go well for me. Diddy's attorney said, "How did he help you after that?" Cassie said, "We did a YouTube video. He said everybody makes mistakes." Diddy's attorney says, "What was wrong?" Cassie says, "I couldn't hear myself." What a weird relationship. Let's move to New York Times because what is this? Okay, you got a lot of spamming on there. All right. Close this out. There's always some extra stuff. Cassie Ventura says across the sand. We know that. We know that. 38 minutes ago. Oh, look. That's Alex Fine. That's her husband. Very, 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 very good looking guy. And shout out to him. I mean, he is in the courtroom holding his woman together, being her back. So, okay. All right, and let's refresh this. Is this the New York Times? Let me find the New York Times because they also be updating. Oh, sheesh. New York Times. Mm-hmm. All right, let's go back. Oh man, I hope my internet wasn't off. If I can minimize this just a little bit, gang. Okay, now I can. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, everybody wants to. Yeah, here we go. Cool. Cool. I don't know what I just did. Anyways, let's go here. I got all my little tabs up there. I'm learning this whole thing, so y'all gotta bear with me. Here we go. Let's get that over there. All right, so the New York Times. Yeah, let me get that out of here. Hit the like button for me though, and man, this trial is go on for at least a month. Can you believe that? A month. She's due any day. Get this out of here. Okay, so let's go back to here. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't want to deal with it. Let's go back. Anything else he added? Yes. 2 minutes ago. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Combs' attorney says, "Were you dating Mr. Leslie?" Who's Mr. Leslie? Okay. If you guys know who that is, let me know. How much older than you was he? Cassie says 10 years. Diddy's attorney says, then you traveled to Miami with Mr. Combs. The flyer of the event was just a cover to spend time with Mr. Combs, right? Cassie said, that's true. Diddy's attorney says, you had a tattoo of Mr. Leslie's initials on your body, right? Cassie says, yes. Diddy's attorney says, how many tattoos did you have then? Objection. This is from the prosecutors. Judge said overrule, but let's keep it moving. Cassie said 3. She had 3 tattoos of Mr. Leslie's initials on her body. Diddy's attorney says, the one on your arm? I guess A, no regrets. I guess A will have to be the prosecutors. Or no, I don't know what he meant to say right there. Okay. Mr. Leslie to Cassie. That's an interesting. Who is Mr. Leslie to Cassie? I would like to know that. I don't know if I'm even spelling it right. Ryan Leslie on Cassie leaving him. Okay, so Ryan. Okay, didn't know that. Oh God, I'll never click on Vlad. Ryan Leslie. Let's see some images of Ryan Leslie. Can't say I recall. Oh, okay, that's Ryan Leslie. Is this Ryan Leslie? Yeah, I think so. Okay, yeah. Okay. Yep. Who? Oh no, that's Alex Fine. Yeah, I don't even know who these people are. Let's see. Okay, Ryan Leslie. All right, that's Ryan Leslie. They don't really have any too good photos of them, do they? Huh. It's so awkward that they actually be around him knowing the type of turmoil that this man is putting her through. You know what I mean? Like, how can they all be in the same picture with this person and he's the problem? Like, I don't get that. Okay. Let me go back over here and let me stop sharing for a second. I don't know why it kicks my out every time. All right, so let's go back to sharing. Thank you guys for everybody that's tuning in. Look, I'm not pressed for anything. I'm learning how to do this whole YouTube thing. So if that's all over the place, please bear with me, guys. Like, it's a system thing you have to learn how to do. But I unfortunately, I really do not live stream a lot, but I'm having a blast doing it, honestly. Let me go back over here. I don't know what the thing is doing, but it's doing a lot. Let me see. All right, so let me add the screen back so I can. Where is it? Here we go. The hell? Let me see something. Oh, what's that? Do you want to share the whole screen? Yes, I want to share the whole screen. All right. If y'all can hear me, make sure y'all let me know in the comment section if y'all can hear me. Because this is something. Okay, I'm like, all right, so let's go back to Interpress, who is giving us all the juicy details about what they're asking Cassie in court on cross-examination. Oh God. So, okay, so we do have some updates. No, let me refresh it. Let me refresh and come back. You guys, this is so draining out. Even when I hear other stories of what they're saying about this court is draining. I mean, at some points, I literally have to turn down the volume and put myself back together after all the shit that you hear that this man done to her. Like, it's just crazy. But then again, I do have to shift some of the, you know what I'm saying, weight on her too, because baby girl, you had so many opportunities to just, let this man go. All right, so updates 2 minutes ago, and we have one for 28 seconds ago. Diddy's attorney asks her, Mr. Combs Mr. Combs taught you how to do oral sex? Wow. Okay, we're going there. Cassie says he did. So he taught her. She was so young. He taught her how to do oral sex. That is crazy. Okay. Can y'all see this? Or do I need to blow it up? Let me see if I can blow it up a little bit. Because it seems like it's small. Let's see. Is that better? Let's see. Yeah, because it was kind of tiny. My bad. Why y'all ain't say nothing? Okay, let's go back to where we were. Let's see. Okay, let's go back. Where was I? I think I was at the top. What the hell? Oops. I lost my place for a second trying to blow up the damn thing. Now it's too big in my face. All right, let's just start at the top, y'all, and get back into it. Okay, here we go. All right. So, of course, they're going to get into some personal questions about, her sex, her sex lifestyle with P. Diddy. So, that's to be expected. I just want to see how far they're going to take it. So, Diddy's attorney asks Cassie, Mr. Combs taught you how to do oral sex. Cassie says, he did. Diddy's attorney say, look at this. Tell me when you're ready. Can you read it? Obviously, it's a text message. Cassie says, you can read it. It's making me laugh. It's from 2007. Diddy's attorney say, you wrote, I feel protected. You are sweet. So Cassie didn't want to read that at all. She's like, you read that, because that's literally from 2007. Those those feelings do not apply. Okay, so Cassie's like, you trying me. Okay, she's getting a little bit agitated, and she thinks it's kind of funny. Combs' attorney says, you wrote, I see that Carrie is better fitting for you. I'm hurt. This is Diddy's attorney telling Cassie that she wrote this. He said that you wrote that Carrie is a better fitting for you. So Carrie is a better fitting for Cassie. Then it says, hold on, y'all. Okay. So then he goes on to say, I'm hurt that you think I'm malicious. Important to me. Yes, Cassie. So Cassie wrote to Diddy that she wrote that Carrie is a better fitting for, I guess, Diddy. This is so awkward. So yeah, so then he goes on to say, I'm hurt that you think I'm malicious. You're very important to me. Okay. Then Cassie laughs. So she's laughing. Then Diddy's attorney say, what were you trying to say? And Cassie said, it's like a journal entry. Okay. So that was very often. But I believe they did make a point yesterday in court. Carrie, I believe he's not a SCX worker. I believe Carrie was a friend, but he was also married. I get it confused, but yeah, okay. So let's get into it. So I have to come here and refresh this freaking page every time. Okay, let's see. Did they post anything else? You guys, let me know whose side are you. What side are you on? Are you on Cassie's side? Do you feel bad for her? Because I do feel bad for Cassie. This is a horrible, despicable. It's just a disgusting trial. Okay, getting nasty. But this is her being cross-examined by Diddy's attorneys, and so far, it's not given what they are trying to give. It's not given what they're trying to do. They're trying to paint it out like she consented to, if not some, but all of these OFs. I don't want to bookmark that. Let me push that to the side. I don't know what that was. Inner city. Let me see what they're doing on next. Oh yeah, Boosie did say that. Boosie said he didn't see no crimes committed in this case. There's no way it's a RICO charge. You shouldn't be sent to jail for being a freak. Okay, Boosie. All right, Boosie. But he does have a point. We got to get to the RICO charges, because racketeering charges is what their biggest. Let me see. Hold on, guys. The RICO charge is supposed to be the heavy hitter, all hitters. You know what I mean? Like that's supposed to be exactly they're coming for the juggler with that. So I'm trying to find a link to first. Sometimes they be updated. Let me see. Let me see. Let me refresh it. Hold on. Boom. Update 15 said Diddy brought Britney Spears to Cassie's 21st birthday celebration where he first kissed her. Cassie just told the jury that Sean Diddy Combs brought Britney Spears to her 21st birthday celebration. Let me blow this up because I hope you guys can see that. I can't too big because I'll get blind. All right, so Cassie that Sean Combs brought Britney Spears. Britney's birthday. The producer Austin was there, and he Austin's Britney Spears testified. The two people that stand out to me, Cassie previously P Diddy, then 38 years old, 38 years old, and 17 years older than her was okay. But yeah, all right. Did he take notes in court for the first time as his graphic text messages with Cassie are read out loud? You see, I think they were arguing. This sketch is crazy. All right, so yeah, I'm having some internet issues, y'all. Like, I don't know. Can y'all hear me or is it? Is it lagging? Let me fix that too. You know what's so crazy? I just switched to a, oh yeah, try me out. My internet's gonna be flash fast, lightning speed fast. And now I'm learning that you stick with what works. Okay, you don't change, you don't try to change something that's not broken. And I really wanted to give this company a try, but can y'all hear me? I'm I'm literally okay. So let me get back to it. Hopefully that don't happen again. Hopefully we don't have no more interruptions because that was just trash. All right. Okay, so let me get back to it and share my screen again. I won't be using y'all. Nobody got time for that. Pause. I always want you. Okay. Okay. So let's go back to the y'all. Inner City Press is definitely, keeping everybody updated on what's being said in the press. So you go to Inner City Press, his profile, and see what he's writing about the case. By all means, show him some love to covering it, and he's definitely reporting on it. Literally. Come on now. I'm unplugging this. Let's see. All right. We do got some updates. Let's see. Was that the only two? Okay. All right. So boom. Here we go. Pop is crazy. I'm trying to find where it begins. All right. I think that was the one. So we got a 2 hour. Hold on. 1 minute, 8 minute, and we got 1 minute update. Okay. So Diddy's attorney asks Cassie, I like to start asking about the OFs. Sometimes you wore a wig and a mask. So, all right. Cassie says yes. Diddy's attorney says the general public did not know, and objection came in from the prosecutors, from the government's prosecution said objection. Judge say rephrase, meaning rephrase the question. Diddy's attorney says no one knew until November of 2023 in the public. Yes. So I like to start by asking, okay. Diddy's attorney says, fair to say, his career was ruined after your lawsuit. Cassie said, I could understand that. Diddy's attorney said, let's read these messages Mr. Combs wrote, Diddy wrote. When you wait, what? When are you on your period? Cassie said, no, now. Okay, so this is the message that P. Diddy asked her. When are you on your period? And Cassie replied, no, now. Am I reading that wrong? Okay. Diddy's attorney says, what you be thinking about when you horny? This is crazy. I don't know if he's asking this like as a text message, or is he asking? I know he's not asking her like, on the stand like that. It's these texts. Okay, so let's read the messages. So there are definitely messages that he would ask her, are you on your cycle? Are you on your monthly? And Cassie's reading the messages back. No, now. This is crazy. I need him to update a little bit faster, because this is giving weird. Okay. This is giving very freaking weird. Y'all, it's the Wi-Fi. Is the Wi-Fi acting crazy? Oh shit. All right, so let's go back. This is crazy. I gotta refresh. Because the man literally updating every. Yeah. So he's trying to establish that, like I said, this is literally them trying to establish, was this consent, right? they're trying to establish that no, Cassie was literally like, she was into this just as much as he was. Like, this is just normal. This was the normalcy of their relationship, and there was nothing normal about the shit that they put out that they were doing together. Okay, so let's go to New York Times, the New York Post. Definitely be on that too. Let me go back for a second. He is a disgusting man. Oh my God. I could not imagine. But I want to know, do y'all think the surprise was that is interesting? Or who else? That thing is so loud. I think the surprise woman is going to be, let's see, 5 minutes ago, Cassie giggles as Diddy's lawyer brings up loving 2007 email. Cassie smiled as Sean Diddy Combs' lawyers email she wrote after her 21st birthday. Damn, they went to 2007? Nah, that's some desperation. From 2007. Right. The email expressed how grateful Cassie was to be in the much older music producer's life, but also how she felt he was consistently weary of her. Yeah, okay. Wow. I mean, like she said, she was very awed by him. She was very impressed. Like she loved to just like she just he's much older, he's richer. Of course, she's gonna be grateful. It's grooming. Okay, so she has no idea what he's capable of. But at the end of the day, yeah, she's 21, he's 38 or 37. I don't care. At the end of the day, like that's a substantial amount of distance between their age, meaning he has way more knowledge of what's right and wrong. And like talking about, she also wrote that P assistant Carrie Morgan, oh, that's the assistant, okay, would have been the better one to go after since I've witnessed more than once you realizing that she is way better fitting for you than I am. She also wrote that she felt that Combs' assistant Carrie Morgan would have been a better one to go after. Okay, it's hard for me to handle that, she wrote. I'm hurt that you think I'm malicious. Okay, we read that already. 7 minutes ago. Cassie says she wore masks and wigs at the OFs to disguise herself. I definitely didn't want anyone to know. Huh. Talk about it. Cassie described how when she first agreed to start participating in the freak offs, she sometimes wore masks and wigs to disguise herself. The encounter itself was pretty crazy, Cassie said. I really followed P. Diddy on that because I had never done it before. I definitely didn't want anyone to know. You fear the release of explicit taste. Diddy's attorney Anna asked Cassie, and Cassie said yes. P. Diddy normally videotaped the freak offs he orchestrated, according to her testimony. Huh. Okay. Crazy. I mean, at 22 years old, you were a rich person, guys. I mean, not a rich person. You're with P. Diddy. This is a mega. This for real, for real. 7 minutes ago, we read that already. Refresh here. See there. Let's see. Cole's attorney says, Ms. Ventura, if you don't want to read the answers, Cassie said, the has lots of O's after them. Cassie says, Diddy's attorney says, freak you make love, Mr. Combs. Cassie said yes. Ugh. I know she's really sick to her stomach. You know what? That's right. She was hi y'all. She's on a lot of drugs. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, this is Diddy's attorney. He says, your period. Mr. Combs is asking you when you're on it, right? And Cassie says, yep. Diddy's attorney says he's asking in the context of when to meet up and have sex. Cassie says, looks like it. Diddy's attorney says, sometimes you watched him with a female. And Cassie said 2 or 3 times. Oh, so they got some women. I wonder if they're going to drop some names. They had some females in the OLs, freak offs. I wonder if they're going to drop some names. What is this? It was 1 hour ago. Y'all, how do... Diddy's attorney says, please read this. 1364. Cassie says, I haven't talked to you. Please read this. So he's asking her to read something. Maybe a text message or something. Oh God. I haven't talked to you at all. Don't even try. You rushed me off the phone. I'm really hurt. I don't need your money. I need some attention. Diddy's attorney says, you wanted your special time with Mr. Combs. Cassie says, yes. So, boom. She was infatuated with this man. I mean, she really, really, really was infatuated with him. However, I mean, they've already painted that narrative that she was, that Cassie was, love bombed by P. Diddy. So I don't know why they keep asking her the same goddamn question about how did you feel about Mr. Combs? She already said she was very possessive over him and very jealous over him. They've established that so much. She was, possessive over him. Miss Diddy's attorney says, you testified that you told him, I love you so much, you make me a better woman. See what? She's already said that she was whatever. Cassie said, I definitely wrote those messages. Get off my screen. Diddy attorney says, you wrote, I can't wait until we have a baby of our own. You knew that he had 6 children at the time. Cassie said, yes. Okay. So, let's see. Let me go back up. Did they say anything new? Yeah, let's go. 10 minutes ago, Cassie pressed on the bombshell 2023 lawsuit. Claims it ruined Diddy's, as the defense claims it ruined Diddy's career. Diddy's career was already hanging by a thread. I don't know why they keep whatever. Like it was. I mean, what do y'all think? Cassie admitted that she didn't know anyone being aware of P. Diddy Combs' F-offs until 2023 lawsuit revealed them to the world. Well, that's a lie. We been knowing the man was weird way before Cassie. Okay, we been knowing. That is such a bullface lie. Fair to say, P. Diddy Combs. Fair to say, Combs' career was ruined. Combs' lawyer Anna said, "When your lawsuit was published in 2023, you understand his career was ruined, right?" And Cassie said, I could understand that. Yeah, Cassie responded. Cassie earlier said she wore matching wigs. Okay, yeah, he ruined it himself. What are we talking about here? This man got so many allegations of abuse from employees, artists. Like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about? Hold on. I want to see something. I'm trying to see. Yeah, that is crazy. They just keep running circles around. How much did you like him? She didn't explain 1,000 times that she loves a man to the end of the world. But that don't mean you abuse somebody and treat somebody the way he treated her. Like, clearly it wasn't mutual. See that? Clearly it wasn't mutual. Let's see if I can find something real quick. If this thing don't get off my screen. All right, let's see if he got anything new he put up in the press. Let's go. All right, 5 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago. So this is Anna. Nah, I know that. So this is the female attorney Anna. I believe she's the text a minute. Okay. About lifestyle. Cassie says that no one talks about it. Diddy's attorney asked, were you keeping the freak off secret from your friends? Cassie said, yes. Diddy attorney says, his assistants help him? Cassie said, with everything. And there it is. Okay. See, when you're trying to build a RICO, you kind of like, it only, honestly, I think he's done only because, with the feds, it's great to have numerous of witnesses, but it really only takes one sometimes to nail these cases. So being that he had assistants helping him doing illegal activities, which I, at some point, I think they said that the assistants were uh, aiding in the abuse, the drugs, the beatings. I mean, hell, he was beating on his staff. So it only takes one witness to land the plane. I promise you. I've seen it over and over. And I'm in Louisiana. So, I mean, these laws out here are so outdated. These Napoleon laws are so out. I mean, it's crazy. So, by her saying, that was a crazy question. I don't even know why they asked her that. His help him. Of course, she's going to say they help. She done named 1,000 of them. Diddy's attorney said, you will remember if an assistant came in during one of your sessions with an escort. Cassie said, not necessarily. I was high. Diddy's attorney said, so you don't remember much. Cassie said, I had my privacy invaded a lot during that relationship. What does uh, NSC? Gotta give them a plug. What's Diddy's attorney said, so now these messages of freak offs, when you say doesn't matter to me, you mean weekend or weekday, either is fine. These messages about freak offs, when you say it doesn't matter to me, you mean weekend, either is fine. Bessie said, that's what it says. Oh, so at some point, maybe, let's see. Diddy attorney says, Mr. Combs says, maybe we can call Jules. Can you do it? Yes. Diddy's attorney also said there was an explicit message from you about the anticipated upcoming freak off, and objection came from prosecution. Oh, this is disgusting. So, is it a crime, y'all? What y'all think? Like, do y'all see a crime yet in here? Are we getting to the crime part? Hold on. This is the person. Put a 1 in the chat if you feel like you see the crime and what Diddy did. First, you believe shit did, but this to the highest degree. May I add that? To the highest degree. And we're going to take a break in a moment, just so I ran out of coffee, so I don't have any more coffee. Okay. I'm out of coffee. When you're out of coffee, You got to get something to smack on because I'm pretty sure they're going to be coming out. Let's see. I'm pretty sure they're going to be taking a break soon. But so far, I really don't see where the defense is going with this. Because everything, I mean, the prosecution already didn't, clarify that, yeah, this was an age gap relationship, but he, power. I mean, what could you possibly say her leverage was besides the lifestyle? Yeah, I get that part, and the access to things that she normally wouldn't have access to. I do that. Okay, so they do have an update. Sean Combs is from 12. You say horny and bored. This was after, right? Cassie says, Texas here. Wait, there are a lot of the type something wrong. She says there's a lot text messages here, basically. Said to be 25 pages. Where will defense exhibits ostensibly entered to evidence be available? 35 seconds ago, the prosecutor said, I would ask that the witness be allowed to read the entire document. The judge asks how many pages. Diddy's attorney says 8. And the prosecution says, we don't have a copy for the witness. And Diddy's attorney says, we'll show it on the screen, but not in the public gallery. Okay. So that was 1 hour. There was 1 hour ago. Looked like they did take a break. Okay, so let me see how I'm doing. I need a napkin. My nose is sweating. All right. This is from July. It says, Mr. Combs, I'm horny and bored. Okay. That was after a freak off. How the hell can you be still after a freak off she was sitting at? That is insane. This was after a freak off, right? And she said there's a lot of text messages, meaning maybe the text was out of order. Like, what is she saying? Like, what is going on? What is going on, people? All right, let's go back to the New York Post. Y'all already know. That's what we getting. That's what we citing from. Let's go back there. They keeping us posted and updated. Okay, 12 minutes ago. No, that's not the right. It's still loading. Make sure y'all hit that like. I'm learning how to do this. Get this going. Like, working this behind the scene is crazy, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, it's crazy. But I'm giving it my best. Just know that. Come on, what we got? That's still 12 minutes ago. That can't be right. That can't be right. Let's go back. We are trying. Sometimes it will freeze, y'all. So just give it a minute to kick out. And everybody is like literally on live, which doesn't make it any better. That's that Southern accent. When you come out and you say ain't, that's Southern to walk. Okay. I need to be at the top, y'all. All right. So yeah, we read that the part about where they're to read off some pages, but remember they're not gonna show it to everybody in the court. So where Cassie is sitting at in the courtroom, y'all, she has a screen in front of her where she can read off the prompt. If you ever been in court, you know there's certain things, there are certain ways they use, you know, to help display this their what am I trying to say? Display, you know, to the case, like, you know, their documents or what they're trying to show, but they're going to show it to Cassie only. Nobody else is going to get to see it. And they're going to show it to her on a screen, but it's not going to be in public. So I don't know what the hell is going on with New York Times. Oh yeah, let me. You know what? Let me just post on that tab. Let me try that. Bear with me a while. Thank you guys for coming in to watch this. Uh, Thank you all for coming in and, you know, stopping by, spend a little time with me on this Thursday. We got here. All right. Well, let me see. Any updates on here? Oh yeah, I definitely don't want to see this video. They always put this out there. 35 minutes ago, Cassie said freak offs were next step in relationship. Tells court they were integral. What is that? Okay, freak offs emailed that the freak offs was the next step in their relationship. But she also mentioned she went back and forth with. Let me blow this up. You know, sometimes I gotta blow it up so y'all can see it on y'all end. All right, let's pull it up. She also mentioned that she went with the and needed to trust to be sexually free. In order for me to be more open with things, do bed, I need to feel safe, like home, like this is my husband. This is the only man that will ever have this aggressive sexual side of me. She wrote in the email to Combs. When we used to freak off, when we used to freak off, there was no, it felt right. It really made sense for the next step. When asked by the defense if freak offs were an important part of their relationship. Okay, so this is, let's see. This must be when they say emails. I'm getting confused with that. So these are emails that she sent to him back in 2009. Okay, they're going like super duper back. 18 minutes ago. That is so crazy. Guys are coming in and watching. If y'all have any questions, drop in the comment section. Talk about this. Let's give me your side of the version that you think is happening here with me. Let me see if we have anything else that he. I don't know how to read these threads. That's what's confusing to me. Like, do I read them from top to bottom, bottom to top? Okay, so I don't say anything new yet. All right, let's go back over here. So I'm definitely gonna go live later to y'all when thing is closing out. And I'm gonna get some more details. 8 minutes ago, lawyers contended Cassie's lawsuit ruined Combs' career. we've established Combs' career was going to be ruined regardless of Cassie. Ventura testified that she understood how filing her 2020 lawsuit accusing Combs of and sexual abuse could ruin his career. Okay. I mean, are we really going to say that? Of course. That is just not. Let me get this out of here. I want to play nobody's videos. Okay. Cassie spotted heading to court for cross-examination. That was 3 hours ago. There's another place I know I can. So they're going so far back. 2007, I can't even remember what I was doing in 2007, let alone how I felt. I'm just trying to figure out why they're trying to go back. So if you need to prove that somebody is complicit, like why are you using, what are we doing? Like why are y'all going through her? She's literally, I think she was 21 at the time, but they're going so far back as to prove their point that she was complicit in this. It's crazy. I don't see nothing where it's like, I want to see something where she's like, you know what I'm saying, like asking for, I get the urinating part that, yeah, she asked to be urinated on, but I want to see something more vocally saying like Cassie was like, I can't wait till you kick me in my damn back again. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can they find out if she was a pussy? Okay, so yeah, this is just giving too much. I was rambling a little bit just now because I was just trying to, so crazy that somebody would stay in this type of environment for 10 years. It's supposed to be well people, supposed to have some goddamn sense. All right, so 12 minutes ago. They're probably setting up the screen. Probably setting up the let's go down and see if I forgot to read anything. Oh, okay, we got one 49 seconds ago. Okay, so Diddy's attorney asks Cassie, you said Mr. Combs often put you down, but he also sent you encouragement and called you a queen, right? And Cassie said, yes. Diddy's attorney says, what would trigger Mr. Combs' insistent calls to you? Cassie said, anger, doubt about where I was. Okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, he called her a queen. And they're trying to build up the carotomy that, yeah, sometimes, he had positive things to say to her. He did encourage her. He called her a queen. Yeah, like what? 2 minutes ago, update. Let's see. Combs built Cassie up after knocking her down, she says. The defense asked Cassie Ventura to confirm that P. Diddy Combs both built up and knocked her confidence, citing text messages between the pair. Cassie agreed, also acknowledging that Combs called her a queen. Words were helpful. She said he got inspired energy inside of him. Girl, I would not say that on the stand. I would be dogging him. That's why it feels like she still cares about him and some of the stuff. He got inspiring energy inside of him. Like, Cassie, I feel like she still cares about him a bit. I just feel like in all of these like times, like even when she was laughing with the old text messages, it's kind of like she still give him a little bit of grace, even after all. Cassie Ventura testified that she understood from her lawsuit. Okay, let's go back. It's like she still gives him a little bit of grace. You know what I mean, y'all? Like, do y'all feel that way? Or am I tripping? Inspiring. Let's go back. Let's go back over here. Thank you guys for tuning in and watch with me, y'all. Make sure y'all say hi in the comment section. It's been a little minute, but hey, life be life, and you've got to come back on here, and you got to pick up where you left off. It's not about how you start; it's about how you finish. Or is that the other way around? It's not about how you finish, how you start. Okay. Let's see. Let's go back to NBC. I don't think they posted anything yet. 3 minutes ago, yep, put her down, gave her encouragement, called her a queen. Yeah, that video is crazy. Let me get that off my screen for they copyright my ass. That's one thing about this. That's 4 minutes ago. I know I refreshed them. Did you hear Cassie got paid $20 million? And that is not enough. I'm so serious. I am so serious. That wasn't enough money, y'all. Do y'all think $20 million was enough money after all of that? Do you think $20 million after going through what Cassie went through 15 minutes ago, after going through what Cassie went through, is that enough money? She said he got inspiring energy. All right, let's go back. I got another source. Let me try something. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. I'm going to go back up in here. Four minutes ago. Okay, yeah. Let me see if I can find another site. Let me see. Let me see something. I mean, you could. I shouldn't probably. You could pretty much find Diddy news any goddamn where. It's all over the place. Pretty much. Man, I appreciate all y'all that's in the chat. I hope y'all having a great day. Or a great morning. Let's see, Jeremiah's. I really don't want to go to that. I hope it's not a YouTube channel because they be striking you. All right, so let me see. Not jury selection. And I hate when my thing goes to the side like that. UK. Oh, no, I don't want to go to UK. Sky News. Wait, let me see some. SkyNews.com. I just have to type it in at this point. All right, we can accept that. We have a. Go back. I'm gonna have to jump from one side to the next. Let's see if they're gonna name drop the female escorts that was on the FO. They're gonna have an FO registry. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I know I'll be watching my girl Tisa Tells. I'm gonna see if she have an update. 6 minutes ago. Okay, yeah. Okay, so we have two. So Diddy's attorney asked Cassie if he suspected you of cheating. He called you insistently. Remember, because they was trying to ask her, like, why did he keep calling insist? Like, why would he call her back to back, back to back? You know what I mean? And she would say because he was angry or he was just trying to figure out where she was. And Diddy's attorney was like, if he suspected you of cheating, he called you inconsistently. And Cassie said that was one of the reasons. Anna, Diddy's attorney, says because he thought an objection came in by the prosecution Judge says abstain, meaning the question can be answered. Diddy's attorney said to Cassie, "Do you believe Mr. Combs has good taste?" And Cassie said, "I think he does." Diddy's attorney asked Cassie, "He had an impact on fashion." And Cassie said, "People like his style, Sean John." Diddy's attorney asked Cassie, "Do you consult with him on your look?" And Cassie said, "Sometimes I got advice I didn't ask for." Shut that down. She said, "Sometimes I got advice I didn't ask for. Sometimes I wouldn't even ask about that one. He implement in, himself in the business, in the mix." Okay, let me see. Let me see. OPRs. Oh yeah, that was an hour later. Okay. Let's see. So I guess they're getting into like some new territory with that. Does he have good taste? No, that aggravates me though. Honestly, keep on the phone all the time, back to back. That is a cycle. To believe it or not, that is a psychological abuse. It is something, and I don't know if many people think of it like that. Like constantly back to back, back to back, and you just don't ever answer a phone. Like that's a mind playing game. Justin Bieber. Okay, so let's see what Justin Bieber. Oh God, I wish he just would like. Is it Justin Bieber? Let me see. What I don't even know. I hope he did, but we're gonna see. But I'm gonna go back to New York Times real quick too and see. I don't know where you seen that at. Where he made a I'm gonna come back to it. I just want to see if they have any updates. Let me look it up. I might go find it right quick. What is this thing? I'm gonna go look for it, Melanie. I'm gonna go look it up and see. Cause I think yesterday they said Justin actually had a video and some info. Let me see. I could find a video. I was like, okay, we speaking in codes. Okay, hold on. Hold on, y'all. Give me one little second. Okay, let me see. Let's see if we got some updates. Y'all think the defense team eating right now? Cause I don't think so. In something like honestly, I really don't know. How can you defend something? uh, let me see. I mean, they got sources reporting that, but that was back in 2024. I don't see. Oh wait, hold on. Let me see. Let me see, y'all. I'm trying to find as much as I can, as fast as I can. At least see the sketch artist. Let me look up how many go them sketches of Diddy. It says Justin Bieber doing there as trials heats up. Justin Bieber. Let me see. Let me see. But did they actually? Let me see if there's a quote on Twitter about that on Twitter, formerly X, formerly known as X. My bad. Ooh, yawn. This is a lot. Damn. I'm trying to. I got my other phone here, and I'm literally don't understand why this thing won't go. See what's happening. What the hell? Thank you, Melly, for that. Melly, I'm still looking for it. But if you have the link, my darling, can you just drop it for me if you know where to locate it at so I can pull it up for everybody while I look myself? Let's see. Yep, you got to get these damn ads off of here. See, that's what I was saying. There have to be some other people at play. They're going to be dropping some names in this trial. So, 7 minutes ago, Cassie sometimes watched Diddy have sex with other women. Um, Cassie testified she occasionally watched Sean Diddy Combs have sex with other women and that it had happened between 2 and 4 times. It happened, but not often, Cassie said. Nothing that Combs had brought up. Cassie, wait, hold on. It happened, but not often, Cassie said, no, nodding that Combs had brought up her watching him with other women frequently enough. Wait, what? Not noting that Combs had, I don't know where here I get nodding from. Noting that Combs had brought up her watching him with other women frequently enough. Combs' lawyer Anna seems to be suggesting that the freak-offs were simply part of Combs' swingers lifestyle. But Cassie responded, while a swingers lifestyle is related to freak-offs in a sexual way, the two concepts were actually very different. On Wednesday, Cassie said that P. Diddy convinced her it would be fun to go to sex clubs. Okay. Let me see. Ooh, my stomach. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna take a break in a little second. I would be anybody. I was about to say something like, oh gosh. Okay, so Diddy's attorney. We got 2 updates. Two. Lucas. Okay. He removed the live tweets from today. Okay. Uh, let's see. Okay, so Combs' attorney said, "Can y'all see that? I hope it's not small, y'all. Let me make sure. No, it should be good. I blow it up just a little bit more. Nah, that's too goddamn big. All right, let's see right here. Diddy's attorney asked Cassie, he still ran his companies even while having all these freak offs, right? Cassie said he did. Diddy's attorney asked Cassie, what was he addicted to? Cassie says, success. And she chuckles and laughs. Diddy's attorney says, what substances? Opiates? Cassie said, yes. He told me, and I saw him taking pills. Diddy's attorney said, did Mr. Combs' mood depend on whether or not he was withdrawing from the opiates? Cassie said, he was more irritable, I would say. Diddy's attorney says, what other drugs was Mr. Combs addicted to? Objection, no foundation by the prosecution. Judge say, I'll ask if I want the grounds. Wonder why Washington Post is taking so long to update. Because Inner City is on it, baby. Okay. He still ran his companies with free. Crazy. His company was the company not left. Oh my God. Such a horrible person, bro. I would not want to be his employee. She said, yeah, he still ran the company, even with the freak offs. See, Cassie, let's see, how are we gonna go beside this? Cassie Combs called Cassie consistently. Oh God. If he thought she was cheating on him. Okay, yeah, we read that. Mm. Yeah, trauma. What happened? What happened here? Mm-mm-mm. I could not imagine. I could not. 10 minutes ago. Yep, we read that. He's still writing. So he definitely is going through some withdrawals in jail. Oh, you can bet your bottom dollar line. He up there getting that I forgot what kind of things people be in jail, but I'm pretty sure while he in court, you can go for sure. And if he was on drugs and he literally just went from like his average levels going straight to prison, even though he's been in there going on a year. How long has he been for a year? He's definitely having some. Yeah, he definitely has some addictive behavior still. I gotta get a water because I keep doing that. All right, let's go back to NBC. Oh no, let's go to New York Post. Sometimes they be updating a little faster than. Let's see, hold on. I wonder how long she probably gonna be y'all for some days. Can you imagine? Like you do any day, and this is how you bring it in. New York Post is this is how you um this amount of time. Cassie sometimes watch it. Mm-hmm. She sure did. Yeah, that's horrible. Now that part I feel because I do not want to be in a celebratory spirit, and then I have to deal with this demonic foolishness. So yeah, basically the defense is going to be pretty much questioning her about her relationship. You know, that's the only angle they're going to use. Anything dirty wise. Okay, so one more minute. We just got this. The judge sustained the defense question. Question about other drugs did what other drugs was P Diddy and there was an objection on that. So the judge said, so Diddy's attorney says, what was his drug of choice? And I said ecstasy or MD, those letters, MDMA. Diddy's attorney said opiates daily. Cassie said when he was doing them. Diddy's attorney said you saw him withdraw. Cassie said yes. Yes, she saw him withdraw. That's crazy. So yeah, they both were addicted to opiates. Well, he got her on opiates. Let's not got her on opiates. He introduced her to that and got her hooked on opiates. She was like his little, what's the word? 2 minutes ago. Yeah. 20 seconds ago. So the judge said we'll break. Juries, witnesses leaves. Judge tells Diddy's attorney asked, where are we in your class? And Diddy's attorney says, we have a lot of exhibits. Let me conference over lunch. Judge was not responsive. Will you finish today or early tomorrow? And Diddy's attorney says, to the end of tomorrow. Okay, so that was really quick though. So they plan on cross-examining Cassie till tomorrow, the end of the day tomorrow. So they have a whole day of exhibits they want to present to the court. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be more emails, text messages, things. Things she said while she were high. I don't know what exhibits they are talking about, but I would be inclined to say, I would like to know. I'm trying to find, let me go back to the New York Post. Because they just took a break, y'all. So let me see. Diddy withdrawing is wild. Why you run the company? And you, that is wild. That is wild. Okay. 17 minutes ago. See, I don't know what the New York Post is saying. Find sources. They went on a 30-minute break. 3 minutes ago, Cassie details alleged drug use caused him an opiate addict. He more than a damn drug addict. Cassie alleged during testimony that while Combs was a wealthy businessman and record executive, he was doing so under the influence of opiates. He needed to recover, Cassie told the courtroom, referring to P. Diddy alleged drug abuse. Asked if she thought Combs was a drug addict, Cassie said he was an addict. Wow. Wow. She said, I would say it's a drug addict. A damn billionaire. Wow. That is crazy. So, yeah, y'all, man, that is wild. Are we surprised? No. I think we all knew the worst. CBS. That's where I meant to go. CBS. Sickening. Just sickening. Let me see. All right, so they're gonna break from here. And we're gonna try to find some more articles on this because the defense has to redirect a lot of this stuff that they're pretty much going to have to redirect all of his charges, which were, let me see what his charges were, because this is what, oh shit, a list. Yeah, that's what I need of his charges because they're going to have to redirect all of this. You know what I mean? Like 5 claims dropped. No, I want a list of his charges. Let me see. That is crazy. No. So yeah. I hate when this hop. Okay, so skip to. Okay, so yeah, so his defense team, Diddy's defense team, where they have. This is what their job is. Okay, they're going to have to redirect all of the charges that he somehow redirect charges to what they are. Redirect the racketeering charges. They're going to have to defend them on that. Redirect charges, the prostitution. I believe that was So in a blister, he has three count indictment. Diddy is accused of running an enterprise to fulfill his sexual desires. From around 2009, open this up. What the hell? Let me go there. Okay, that's why y'all can't see it. Let me stop that one and share this one. I hope she don't go into real quick. They just doing too much. Okay, let me share this screen with y'all. Boom, here we go. Where I'm reading from. So yeah, he has a 3-count indictment. He is accused of an enterprise for his sexual desires. From around 2009, he is allegedly for striking, punching, throwing objects, kicking them. The indictment claims he operated under the Combs Enterprise, which is, I believe, the Combs Enterprise is I think owned by his mom, or that company is under his mom's name, Janice Combs, which includes Bad Boy Entertainment, Combs Enterprise, and Combs Global. So he has one company, Bad Boy, that's another company, Combs Enterprise, that's another one, and Combs Global. Okay, involving, so he has like 4 companies, individuals and activities affecting interstate foreign commerce. That's the trafficking, foreign commerce. I know I'm saying that probably a little choppy. And activities affecting interstate and foreign commerce, right? State to state lines. That's trafficking. It also details Diddy's F-off parties and his associates allegedly lured female victims and then coerced them into sex acts with criminal, tongue tied, lured female victims and then coerced them into sex acts with commercial sex workers. Lured female victims. Huh. Okay. In the first indicting on racketeering charge involving threat and coercion to fulfill sexual desires. So there it is. So racketeering charge involving threats. That is in the definition of racketeering. I looked it up, y'all. So let me see. Prosecutors claim Diddy led a criminal enterprise whose members and associates engaged in and attempted to engage in sex trafficking, forced labor, kidnapping, arson, bribery, and obstruction of justice. That's what the prosecutions are claiming. Criminal enterprise. Now, if we had to break this down, okay, so whose members? His criminal enterprise, whose members and associates attempted to engage in sex trafficking, forced labor. Because remember, I believe Cassie said that they was like, how much money were you making when you met him? And she was like, over a while, she said she had her own income, but after a while, she wasn't making, as much money as she was. It's kind of like she was just supposed to be, not making this much. She was pretty much, I'm rambling, but I'm trying to get together what I'm trying to say. But it seems like she didn't have an income after a while because her job became freak offs. Okay. That's what she said. She said literally it became a job. So that was her job. And let me see. Let me go back and make sure I ain't missed nothing. Hold on. Let me share my screen. We're going to come back to that in a second. So, all right, let's go back here and see did he update anything. Because I know they're on break right now. So, I do have to go to the bathroom myself. Let me see. 7 minutes ago. Yep. 2 updates. Yeah. So the judge will break if light coverage and cancel. Oh wait. So that's what he said. Here's today's thread so far. He's really good at keeping up with this stuff. All right. So there was one update. It was about, I think, 5 seconds ago. 7 minutes ago. Um, the judge shows Miss Ventura the exhibits in advance. So she did get to see the evidence that the defense is going to show her in advance. Maybe just ask her questions rather than these exhibits. We have a timing concern. So the judge is worried about going through all the exhibits and will they have time to do most of whatever they're trying to show to Cassie only. But remember, she's the only one that's going to be in this is whatever they're trying to show to her. She's the only one that's going to, be seeing it on a screen, on a stand. So the public will not get a chance to see it. Let's see. Agafilio, I don't know how to pronounce that. That's Diddy's attorney. They called 2 witnesses to start. That wasn't our choice. It's a critical, important witness. So Diddy's defense say they have a very critically important witness. So judge says, streamline things. Let's get things moving, guys. Let's get things going. And then they excused. So just look, get this going. Points are not being made by. That's pretty much how your landing points. You got same because it was, that was no, it really was. We already knew. We knew they asked already. Where's the juice? And guys, I'm gonna probably and come back on in probably like 15, 20 more minutes. Jesus, I hate that playing in my video. Let me see. 6 for lunch. Judge wants faster action from defense. See, that's what I was saying. Like the judge is kind of like, y'all speed this up. Like, yeah, so I'll be back on in about 15, maybe 20 minutes, kind of get some more things like articles and stuff to find so that we can like look at it together. And thank you guys for waiting with me through this whole streaming thing. Is so new to me, y'all. So new, guys. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm gonna take me a little break, get some water, use the bathroom and all that good stuff. And I'll see you guys real soon. Okay. All right.